Give an energetic and warmly welcome to everyone, all my viewers, my friends. From my deeply heart, I would like to narrate some of my point of view. And first, before the correcting, I would like to say thank you from my deeply heart and bottom heart. Very good evening, because I am just ready to best chapter of my life. Problems are there are a number of the problems we have to face in our life, but problems are our not our life, but facing them, it is the problems are the part of our life, but facing them, it is the art of our life. So with a great hope, with a great personality, with a great pleasure, I'm just going to connect with you, and I'm just ready to deliver my point of view. Whatever I am just thinking about the English language, and how can I develop, how can I implement, how can I build up, how can I add something in my memory by the understanding, by the observation, by the connecting, by the reading, by the understanding, because everything is very necessary. If we are not able to understand, so we can read, we can speak. Of all over the pillars we have to use, otherwise we can't achieve. There are a number of the students, those who has a bookish knowledge, those who are the studied person, but they can't speak confidently, clearly, because they never start to discussing, start to open their mouth and connect. So they are feeling afraid in front of someone to speak. But in terms of the writing, instead of facing many of the problem, they have a fear to speak in making the mistake, and they have to not a courage. If they are just making the mistake, they keep on figure out the solution in their mind. If I make the mistake by the speaking, so and there are a number of the people, they keep on laughing at me, but it's not my thinking, because I understand, until unless we don't make the mistake, so how can we grow, how can we come to know about I am just making the mistake or not. So everything is beyond a person who has already started to new things, new learning process of everything beyond of his understanding, yeah, them understanding. But we should never give up, and make the consistency, and be positive, and think something. How can I step out from this problem, how can I figure out this solution, how can solve on myself. So after that, after facing many of the problem, as like a scientist keep on discover, there are a number of the time he has already get a fail, but he has never disappoint and never give up, because his intention is clear. I will fail 100 times to find the great solution of a problem. I want to create something new. So as like I try to follow this type of the person, those who has no any type of the afraid, no any type of the fear, and no any type of the as like a tension to face any type because I understand, if I just English language is a new language for me, but I never disappointed when I started to improvement. So it was not my intention. Okay, I will leave, I will give up, I will not speak. Only for it was my intention. By the making mistake, it is a new language for me, but I can try only for I can start my English until unless we don't open our mouth. So how can we? Whether neither we don't neither we start or nor we get the great result. So it is my knowingly unknowingly. If I'm just making the mistake, doesn't matter. It is the circle of the life, circle of the process of the improvement to learn. So I have no any type of the hesitation. By the feel free, I try to explain as soon as I come to know about any type of the things, any type of the topic. As like yesterday when I was laying at my home, so someone has already called me, and he started to asking about myself, and after that I started to reply in the same language. I try first before the correcting, I would like to say, sir, may I know about your name? So he told me, oh, are you a Angrez? But I have no any type of, because I have only become a habitual. No, sir, I'm not a Angrez, but I'm just try to know about before the connecting first, because I'm not recognized by the voice. So that's why it is necessary to know about who are you and what is the reason to connect with me. So after that, I can connect very easily. I can discuss with you easily. And after that, he didn't told me, and he kept on saying, you have to recognize me by the voice, because I have already met, I have already discussed many of the time, but you have already forgot me. So how can I understand ki you are not able to understand. So I kept on saying 2 or 3 times, sir, I'm not able to recognize by the voice. That's why I'm just asking. So he was making fun of me, but I never disappoint. I never getting down on myself, and I started to connecting with him by the speaking in English to English, because it was a great improvement of my skills. So thank you, keep on watching this video till end, and I hope you will listen. You try to explain about my mistakes, so I will definitely improvement. Thank you.